Hello everybody, this is Christian Chocolate, and welcome to the first episode of Marxism and Minecraft. Today we are going to be talking about the labor theory of value, which is the foundation of all Marxian economics and Marxist critique of capitalism. So let's get started with a new world. I'm going to try to use the same world for all of the videos and have us kind of build it together and explain these concepts. Let's call it Marxtopia. And we are going to do it on peaceful for now, just so we don't have to deal with creepers and those types of things. We'll do it a small world, medium, biome scale, just to keep things a little bit interesting, and ignore that for now. Alright, let's get started with Marxtopia. I do apologize for the audio quality. I am a poor proletarian with a 3-year-old daughter, and I can't afford to spend lots of money on fancy gaming equipment. Maybe if this YouTube channel takes off, I will save up for a better headset with a better microphone. Okay, we're in the water. Here is our brand new, untouched world. Alright, so the very first thing you need to understand about the labor theory of value is that value does not equal price. That is a huge mistake, and I cannot stress it enough. Value is not price. Price is not value. They are not the same thing. Value has a very specific meaning in Marxism and in Marx's work. Don't make that mistake, because many a criticism of the labor theory of value and Marxian economics has rested on the idea that price obviously doesn't reflect value. You know, things that are worked on longer don't necessarily cost more. So we're not talking about price right now. The relationship between value and price is something that will be explored much later. Okay, so value in a Marxist sense means the amount of socially necessary labor time expended in the production process. Basically, think of it like this. Our character, Steve, I think is his name in Minecraft, he is going to stand in for human society. We are the only thing in the world right now that is creating a society, a culture. He's our little stand-in for that. And what is a society made of? It's made of people, obviously, but it's also made of the things that those people create, like houses, the food we need to get, the social relations, which we can't get into with just one character. But so society is built by people doing work, labor, in other words. And every society has a finite amount of labor that they can devote to producing things. That's true whether you're talking about one guy, like Steve, or whether you're talking about a society with tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands, millions even of people. There's only so many people who are able to work. There's only so many hours in the day. They have to eat, they have to sleep, they have to socialize and relax, or else they'll go crazy. So there's only so much work that can get done. How that society allocates that work determines kind of what it values. That's Marx's kind of general idea, is that because this finite amount of labor has to be allocated towards certain things, and because it's finite, that is where value comes from. So right now, for example, we have nothing except these seeds we picked up, but get rid of those. We are brand new. We are starting civilization. There is nothing in the world except the raw materials laying around us. So let's shape some of those into means of production. Right now, since we have no technology at all, it's going to be labor intensive. Steve's going to use his super strength to punch these trees. Bam. So what we're doing is we are enacting labor on pieces of wood, on trees, to create them into these pieces of wood. So that was labor, and that labor created this oak wood, which now has value because it had a little bit of labor enacted upon it. It has a use value, which is that it can be turned into planks to build out of, and it can turn into sticks that can make tools out of. Right now it has no exchange value because we don't have a market, but it does have a use value and it was produced through labor. So we're going to go into here and we are going to create these planks. So that was even more labor that was done, and I know in this game it happens, immediately, but pretend that Steve spent a couple hours, hammering those woods into planks. So now we have oak planks. We're going to go into here. That was another labor process that was done. We're going to go into here and create a crafting table. Crafting table goes here. Alright, now, all of what we just built, these planks, this crafting table, all of those things now have value in the Marxist sense. And remember, we are a long way off from capitalism. We don't have a market economy yet. This is just explaining where value comes from in society. You can't have society with just trees and grass and little pigs and cows hopping around. You have to create that value. So this is part one. We're going to explain these concepts and get deeper in the next part of the video, where I'm going to explain how value works in terms of means of production, and we're going to talk about the organic composition of capital, and how commodities are created, how means of production pass on their value to the finished commodity, and we're just going to get into the next part of the production process. So thanks so much. Drop me a line in the comments, and stay tuned for the next video where we're going to get a little bit deeper into this.